Hey everybody, welcome back to DKC2, and we are going to be playing Crazy Kremland today for what is absolutely the first time.
You son of a bitch, we already did this once!
Yeah, this joke's has run its prime.
It's true, I can't believe that we're reusing content like that.
Shameful. Should just quit LPing.
So here's a problem. When you play a level over again, I'm pretty sure that the DK coin is faded out to the point where you can't actually collect it, so I guess you're just gonna have to jump through it in order to prove that you actually got it.
You can see that I got it in the level name. Anyway, I'm just coming up here to show you there are in fact 2 bonus areas right here. We're gonna be skipping a lot of the bonus areas because I already did them on the first time around.
Also, maybe we should introduce ourselves, because, you know.
That would be a good start. Hi, I'm Artix, I run this fucked up joint.
I'm Poorly Written Novel. I'm here because question mark?
I'm still Blastinus.
And I'm an expert on war crimes. I'm Ryu Shikaze.
It's good. You know, it's very good to have one of those around for places like this.
So, we're in a place full of sticky and gross-looking honey.
Yup.
This gimmick looks fucking awful. The stage itself looks fucking awful.
Yeah, that's because it is.
The goddamn filter isn't helping.
Yeah, so this honey on the floor, when you land on it, the only thing you can do is jump. You are stuck there.
Unless you've doubled up. In which case you can just walk over it normally, because what is programming?
It also will stop you dead in your tracks if you roll into it, so, you know, have fun with that.
You know, because removing core gameplay mechanics makes for fun gameplay.
Anyway, unfortunately, because I just lost Diddy there, we cannot get Squitter. Who is great, because Squitter, because of his many sneakers, I guess, is completely immune to the honey.
See again, what is programming?
That one seems intentional, but I don't know, it's hard to say.
It's definitely intentional, but the internal logic is not there. It's just he's immune to the sticky because, well, maybe because just he's a spider.
Also, man, you are losing buddies left and right.
It's okay. We're going over this in the next video about well, I guess I'm gonna date the shit out of this by saying, when video 4 goes up for the Tropical Freeze video, you'll understand we have a whole vat of Diddy clones to go through. It's okay.
Oh my. Who did you get to follow up with on that? Cause
that's me and Blind Sally.
oh dear.
Yeah, that's gonna be a really fun video.
I suppose it's worth noting that, yeah, this level does give you sort of a wall jump. Like, sort of.
In that it's got the spots where you can stick to the wall, but
Clearly, this is where Diddy picked it up for Super Smash Bros. Brawl.
oh yeah, he just never wiped it off his hands.
You know, I can understand that. He's pretty filthy. Disgusting little monkey.
I mean, he's a child soldier. He has no time to clean.
That's true. You know, that's a completely true point. You know, he goes through the Hornet Hole one day, and then the next day he's got to start riding roller coasters and murdering people. It's crazy.
I mean, when you are the premier child soldier of the Kong Empire, you are afforded certain luxuries for all of the people you've killed in the name of the regime.
So yeah, welcome to Minecarts, DKC2 style.
I love these 2 levels. They don't overstay their welcome.
It's of better visual aesthetic than the minecarts, in my opinion.
That is also true.
I don't understand why the roller coasters are skulls, but
Mouse skulls at that, it looks like. But no, I played these levels so much when I first got this game.
Well, I mean, it's a pirate-themed theme park. You've got to have skulls.
Pretty sure we already got this one, but I'm gonna go into it anyway.
probably?
Oh yeah, we got this one.
Oh, yeah.
Shooting really cruddy nuts with a cruddy parrot in a cruddy level.
You say, tell us how you really feel, Blast.
That parrot sucks. Never should have come back.
He's not the purple parrot. He only sort of sucks.
By the way, do we have to explain this level's gimmick? I don't think we really have to do. Like, it's kind of self-explanatory.
Jump in barrel with check mark. Do not jump in barrel with X.
Yes. Check barrel good, cross barrel bad.
Yeah, this is the one we didn't get to. Because I jumped over that pit. Anyway, yeah. Just jumping over minecarts.
They're roller coasters.
It's a fucking minecart. Let's call it what it is.
Well, it's a minecart roller coaster. So a mine coaster.
That makes no sense.
Actually, it makes all the sense.
Oh, wow, I can't believe I got that one.
That was pretty close. Ooh.
Yeah, don't jump for that banana, it's really not worth it. It's a trap.
Oh, that banana is a complete trap, yeah.
Especially because this is such an easy one to get right here. Although, for what it's worth, that banana is, it's a one-up if you hit it.
Also, why are you not using Dixie? You are providing objectively the worst ending music you could.
It's true. Well, on the other hand, I already cleared that with Dixie, so I don't think this actually matters at all.
So, you need to complete this one with Dixie because you completed it with Diddy last time.
Yeah, let's go with that. So yeah, Brambles, Mark II. This is, in my opinion, definitely the harder of the two barrel stage, or the two Bramble stages.
You know, I seem to remember that there's more than two. Like, there's at least one with racing involved.
Yeah, that one's not until, like, literally the end of the game, though.
And there's a way to completely glitch that one out.
I think my problem with this level specifically is how visually busy the background is when it doesn't need to be.
I don't know. I've never found any trouble with actually figuring out what's in the foreground and what's in the background.
Well, no, it's just I think this level looks bad. Also, I don't particularly care for the music in it, but like I don't understand why people seem to be obsessed with this song and like ROM hacking this kind of background into other games.
Oh, come on. Like, Sticker Brush Symphony is a really nice melancholy piece. Like, it's not my favorite song, but I really love it anyway.
I just think it's overrated.
It's definitely overused.
Yeah, I was gonna say, overused definitely is definitely outside of this game at any rate, because this Oh, that's not correct.
No, that's not.
But, yeah, no, it's definitely overused outside of the concept of DKC2, but it only shows up like 2 or 3 times in the game.
Like a lot of things, people have taken something that was good or okay and just overplayed it like crazy.
But you can't say it's bad just because the fans make it bad.
This is true. You have to separate your hatred of the fans from the hatred of the thing. Don't project. That's how you get war crimes.
No, you get war crimes because you let Donkey Kong anywhere near, like, civilization.
Honestly, he'll do it even without civilization.
Well, he's got the same sort of rage-filled attraction to bananas as Kirby does with cake.
Oh, right, I went backwards. Yeah, that's where the DK coin is. You get Squitter down there, and you're supposed to come up that way. Instead, we just get more squawks.
Nobody likes you, Squawks. Nobody.
It is definitely a trade down.
I was gonna say, yeah, do try to contain your excitement, everybody.
Yeah, I think I mentioned this in our first take, but yeah, areas like these, you have to think that Squawks bouncing off of brambles was intentional.
Yeah. The strangeness of the Kong hitboxes when you're Squawks is weird. Because I think, like, if you're on the ground, he will not care at all, but if you're on an incline, then he gets hit.
Maybe it would have been better if they had just, gone and replaced the full model with the SWANKY'S model. Like they do for literally every other bunny.
Or better yet, they should have just, turned you into SWANKY'S for this section.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
I think that hitting the lower brambles when on the sections where you are just SWANKY'S actually does hurt you.
It does, and that's...
Right, but when you're just SWANKY'S, you have a lot better maneuverability.
And your hitbox is about half as big. Because, yeah, hanging a couple of monkeys off of you tends to give you a lot more mass.
On the other hand, you can drag them across vines filled with thorns and they don't complain.
I mean, I guess that's a trade-off that you could make.
I mean, considering the atrocities committed by the Kong Empire, we can see it as some small form of recompense.
Speaking of, what exactly is on their list of atrocities besides genocide?
Imperialist colonization.
Would we count use of biological warfare with SWANKY'S?
Absolutely.
Possession of firearms without a license.
Genetic manipulation. He's hawking those up from his intestines constantly. That is not a normal thing that parrots are able to do.
I mean, I should also point out that this entire game is literally just retaliation for DKC-1.
They are currently invading a sovereign nation.
I thought this game was us rescuing Donkey Kong from his kidnappers.
Yes, rescuing Donkey Kong by means of hijacking their ship, crashing it into K. Rool's island, and then destroying everything on it.
Notice how at no point in here was diplomacy mentioned.
Nope.
Diddy Kong is Donkey Kong's nephew, according to the Donkey Kong wiki.
Ah, so the duck family tree, where everyone's an uncle.
Also, yes, the wiki that also proudly proclaims the Great Ape War.
Oh yes, the totally factual Great Ape War.
Fuck you, Cloak.
But he's just having such a great time. Like, it's such a happy laugh.
Wait, hold on. There's something weird in here. Okay, never mind. It does work out. Because it mentions Chunky Kong being cousin to Dixie Kong. But Chunky is not related directly to Donkey in any way. Okay.
Chunky is Dixie's...
Right, because...
Cousin, yes.
Yes, that would... Yeah, he would be.
And Chunky is Kiddy Kong's older brother.
Okay, yeah, that mostly makes sense. Oh, this level.
Alright, so... Real quick, this level's got a cool gimmick, I like it. This is a race. So there's 10, or actually there's 9 of these guys scattered throughout the level. And as you jump on them, or past them, you get ranked up. But if you jump on them, they give you a prize. Eventually, you get, I think one of them has the N at one point, and the final one has the DK coin for the level.
I spent so much time when I first got this game trying to get this one level. And when I say when I first got this game, I mean, I got this as a Christmas present. I opened it literally at about 2 a.m. Christmas morning, played it for 5 hours, put it back in the packaging, and pretended that I hadn't been playing it all night. All because of this level. I got to this level, and then it took forever to actually get the DK coin.
Can't imagine why.
Yeah, so unfortunately, the really annoying part of this level is there is not a checkpoint, because otherwise the whole race thing wouldn't work. So if you do fuck up, you have to redo the entire level.
Fortunately, it just goes...
And so we are currently...
You first.
Oh, I was gonna say, and keep counting on the number of times that it does take us to complete this. We will add a ludicrously inflated number later.
Well, I can assure you it's probably...
I mean, you could just count all of the ones from the first recording.
Yeah, it's going to be probably half of what we put in the first time.
Depends on if he keeps jumping into that one hole again.
You mean...
You mean that one?
Yeah. Yep.
God damn it.
Exactly that hole, yes.
Edit point here.
You wish.
Yo, watch, this will be the one that I get it on now and not look like an idiot.
No, you still edit back to that point then.
Oh, this is going to be an editing nightmare, I just know.
I mean, isn't everything we do?
Not really.
Isn't like 90% of the stuff we do?
It could be worse. I once had to manually insert gaps between my recorded audio because Audacity had decided it didn't need to record that bit.
Good job?
We'd been recording for like 2 hours at that point, and this was years ago when it was nowhere near as reliable as it was.
I don't know why Audacity gives you so many problems.
I think sometime I angered the Audacity gods. But usually it works fine for me if I'm using it professionally, but on personal projects it screws up every so often.
You know, Arx, we don't actually have to win, right? We already have the DK coin.
Yes, however,
It's a matter of his pride.
I want to win. I'm not going to, because we just now made it to 2, so... Oh well. Yeah, there would have been one more who had the DK coin if I was a little bit faster.
But you weren't, so you didn't.
But he got it beforehand. So he just has to give back the first place trophy he got from the last time.
But no, it's my oversized arcade token. Also, yeah, unfortunately, we also already did Swanky, so sorry to any trivia fans.
Here's some trivia about Swanky. Nobody knows who he is. He just showed up one day.
He's actually just Donkey Kong in a suit. So they thought that Donkey Kong had been kidnapped. He actually just bonked his head and got amnesia. He's asking you questions to try and restore his memories.
That makes no sense.
Yeah, so I think this is the first time that we've had to deal with the Cat o' Nine Tails.
You mean the Sonic?
Yes, the Sonic. He spins around a whole bunch, and if he catches you, he will throw you out in what, as far as I can tell, is a random direction, either left or right. And god damn it, it's like the 4th time I've gotten hit by that guy.
Maybe don't go for that chest?
Or use Diddy for just that chest. Because he uses it to guard himself.
But that would require using Diddy.
Yes, but what I'm saying is, the way you're doing it now, it currently results in you having to use Diddy.
There are worse things.
Well, I suppose I will concede just this once.
I mean, there's not many worse things than having to use Diddy.
I mean, there's having to use, Baby.
There's having to use Donkey Kong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Meanwhile, on the other end of the scale, there's the sheer joy of getting to use Lanky.
Lanky is such a great guy.
He's the best Kong.
Lanky is...
He has no style.
I don't know. I don't have many words about Lanky. He's really weird, he's really slow. But he's apparently,
He's also broken as shit.
So also, he's a Manky Kong that was from before they defected, or after, or...
He's one of the good ones.
You guys are terrible.
I mean, the game presented that joke. It was there.
Was it?
Yes. Good job, you fucked up.
That's okay. Remember, we already got all the Creme coins for this level. Is there a thing coming? Okay, there's the barrel. I was gonna say, is there something coming, or... Okay, but here it is. Like, there's an audio cue, but because the way we're recording, I am playing without audio, so...
I know exactly why that is, and it's awful. If you leave the audio on, you get thrown off by the audio. If you turn the audio off, you don't have the audio cues.
And it's really unfortunate, like I said, because, well, music's great.
Yeah, so this is a fun one. I like this little puzzle. This is how you get the DK coin.
Did you get the DK coin last time? Doesn't look like you did.
I did, in fact. It doesn't show it on there, but what you have to do is...
Yeah, once you collect it, it shows it with a check mark. If you collect it again.
Alright, and then that brings us to Rambi Rumble.
Ha 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 ha.
This is an interesting level. It's different. Spoilers, we might be getting Rambi later.
So these Cutlass guys. Have we seen the Cutlass guys before?
Diddy, I don't know. That's not how that works.
Yeah. I think those little glances towards the audience was him saying, "No, I don't believe it either."
Yeah. Do you know how this works? Because I'm questioning my sanity. Code name Yellow Gear.
Yeah, so a lot of these, okay, whoops, didn't quite grab that. But yeah, a lot of these honey levels are pretty much built entirely around going up and down. And the problem is that going down on the honey is really, really bad.
It's kind of bad in general in Donkey Kong, but it's worse on the honey levels.
Mostly it's all a matter of timing.
Well, the camera's really uncooperative too, that doesn't help.
Yes. But that's why going down is generally bad, yeah, but...
It's an SNES platformer. Asking for a good camera is, you know, a couple years away at this point.
Mega Man X had a pretty good camera.
Yeah, here's what I mean. Like, this is... And unfortunately, because of the way the system works, if you, once you let go of the honey, you can't use Dixie's ability. So...
Because you're considered as still being in your first jump, instead of resetting.
Yes, you gotta work your way down slowly, and it's really ugly.
And if you miss that jump there, you lose so much progress.
Speaking of Mega Man X, a little bit of sliding would have been nice.
Oh, banana.
Banana?
There it is. The thing up here. Oh dear, come on. I want to say this goes up to the DK coin. Alright, no, we already got the DK coin. This goes up to a bonus area.
Why did you actually go in that bonus area?
Because this is one I don't think we've gotten.
Yeah, this is a new one.
We gotta unlock the Lost World, man. Wow, that was trivial.
Alright, no, it was just a banana coin up there. Okay. That's a little weird, but alright. Okay, so... Well, never mind. Oh, there's a hook here. I didn't realize that.
Well, that's where the donkey coin is.
Yeah, so the DK coin is right over here. In order to get it, you have to make your way up and around, because once you go inside that room down there at the bottom, you will be forcibly turned into Rambi, and you can't leave until you do.
Yeah, this level isn't called Rambi Rumble for a reason. Or it is called... Never mind.
You're good with words, friend.
Thanks.
I are English good.
So now we got a fucking rhino.
Yup.
Rhino in a hive full of bees.
Who does not give a crap about the bees or the honey, but hates barrels.
It's a rhino. It doesn't give a crap about most things.
And then, oh shit, gotta go, gotta be. Big fucking bee.
Best song in the game.
It is quite literally titled Run, Rambi, Run, if I remember correctly.
That it is.
Based on the old hit Run Rita.
That's probably a bonus area, like right fucking there, isn't it?
Don't want to check, man. Back that way is bees.
Well, I still don't have all of the bonus areas, so I'm gonna guess that it probably is. Alright, so hey, speaking of bees, do you like bees and squawks?
No.
Well, guess what?
Have both.
We live here now.
So this is King Zing. The only place you can hurt him is by hitting his tiny little red stinger.
Actually, I'm pretty sure that hitting him anywhere on his rear end works.
Yeah, if you hit him on the top of the rear, it doesn't. You have to hit him in the lower hit box on the back. It's not just the stinger, but it's basically that and a little extra few pixels.
So we're playing a parrot that fires eggs, and we have to hit a giant bee in its butt. I feel like this game ought to be given, like, a mature rating or something.
Rare was not very subtle about their terrible sense of humor.
See also Conker's Bad Fur Day.
So fortunately, it's not very hard to dodge his spikes, and he always flies in the same pattern, but still, this is not a good boss, by any stretch of the imagination.
No. I mean, Squawks just controls so... Because you've got to keep mashing A to get him to fly, and then you've got to deal with his momentum going up, it's very awkward. If you were actually controlling him like a, just with your controllers, to go up, down, and left, right, this would actually probably be trivialized.
He is the original Flappy Bird.
So what was that, 2 tries? Last time it was what, like 4?
Actually, I think that was just one try. Like, you didn't have to redo it.
Yeah, that was one try for the boss.